Now we will understand what is meant by sorting. So in the sorting we have many algorithms. We can see bubble, selection, insertion, merge, quick. So we will see one by one. But in inbuilt also we have some methods. So let's not touch that methods and let's start with the bubble sort method. Before understanding bubble sort method, let's understand what is meant by sorting. Assume that you are given this kind of an array of nums. You already know that is zero based indexing. The numbers are having the random order. So suppose you set to have this the ascending order or the descending order. You can achieve this with the help of these kind of algorithms. That is bubble, selection, insertion, merge, quick. Any of these will give you the same result, that is this array only. Why these many sorting algorithms you have? So see, for a single solution we have multiple solutions. That is the possibility. So you need to understand that only. For a single possibility, the question is to sort this array. So there are multiple possibilities. So in that these are some of the possibilities. Other than this we have many other possibilities as well. But I am saying just in this video we are going to explore these things. So now let us understand what is meant by bubble sort. So the ultimate aim is to sort this one, to arrange the numbers in the ascending order. So I will explain you one by one very clearly. So this is the given array. So if you see in the given array clearly we have 5, 9. So the first two elements will be compared. The greatest element will be swapped. So compare, swap. So this is the keyword keep in mind for the bubble sort. Compare and swap. So for the first pass. So mind you, this is known as first pass. So for the first pass, this will be compared and swapped. As these are already in the correct order, this will not be affected. After that, then 9 and 1 will be compared and swapped, because 1 is smaller and 9 is greater. So as you can see here. So the next thing is 9 and 6 is compared. As 9 is the largest number, it will be coming here. You can see here. After that, it will be going to compare the 9 and 2. You can see the 9 is the largest, so 9 will come here. So finally, now 9 and 4 will be compared. So 9 will come here and 4 will come here. So after completing the first pass, the largest element will come to the last of the array. So this is the first pass. If you see the second pass, as we have stopped here in the situation, the largest element is at the last of the array. So after that, what we are going to do is, again we need to start comparing first two elements. So as you can see over here, we are stopped here. So 5 and 1, we need to compare both of them and we need to swap, because the 5 is greater than 1. So swap both of them. So that is swapped. Okay, next 5 and 6 will be compared, so no problem. So the next that 6 and 2 will be compared, so swap, because 6 is larger. So then 6 and 4 will be compared, then swap. So as 6 is the second largest one, it will be going to take the position of the array last but one position. So by the last of the second pass, you will be going to have second largest number in the second last position of the array, that is 6 in this case. So the next thing is, see, after this also you have some cases, but I am not going to give you that, because I am going to only show the approximate correct solution. So even this after this also we are going to have some other options, but we are going to have in the code. I will explain why we are having these 3 stages. Okay, actually we should have 5 stages. I have removed other 2. Why I will say, because of unnecessary comparisons. Because if you see, this 6 and 9 is already sorted. If you see here, after this first pass, this 9 is already sorted, so don't touch that. So because of that, I removed another case here. So after this completion of second pass, you can see this 6 and 9 is sorted, so completed. So after this third pass, if you see, the 5, 6, 9 is sorted, so don't touch that. So again compare 1, 5, so swap. So there is no need of swapping. So compare 5 to swap that, swapping needed. So after that swap 4, 5, so swapping needed here. So after you can see, after completion of third pass, the third largest element is 5, that is coming into the third position of this, means from the last third position it is coming here. So you can see array is sorted now. So after this, whatever the steps we are having, that is unnecessary. But the computer will check. Computer does not know is the array sorted or not. We need to stop that kind of things. So with the help of code, I will show how to stop that kind of comparisons. So again, it will be going to compare in the 0 and 1 position. It will be going to compare 1, 2 position. Already those are sorted, but it will compare all the stuff. We can stop that the comparisons. So actually we don't want this fourth pass as well. How that we can stop in the code that we are going to see. So as you can see here, as we have seen in the previous session, that is about the searching. So I will be going to clear the terminal. So I am creating an number. So I will remove this the numbers as well. Okay. After having this array, what you can going to do is you can simply say system.println. In the system.println, what you can say is before. So what you can do is you can just print like this statement, and you can have a simple for each loop. So in this you can say int nums, or int array, you can say int array. So you can take the array and you can pass the array nums. So inside this, what you are going to do is you are going to say the array of nums. That's it. What this one are going to do is it will be going to traverse print the stuff in the terminal so that we can understand the stuff what is happening. So I am going to concatenate with the distinct with gap. So with the gap you can see very clearly. So this is for before sorting, and I will copy this. So that's it. So this is for the before sorting nums, and this is for the after sorting nums. If you just try to print now what I am doing is I am just printing before the sorting nums, and I am just printing after the sorting nums. So you can see we do not have any stuff over here inside. So you can also append with the gap. So you can see there is no the sorting is not happening because just we did not have the proper logic here. So for the logic, what I will be going to say is I will create a for loop. So inside the for loop I will be going to have a variable I, so that will be 0 starting with 0, and I will be going to say so less than size. So what is the size? Wait, I will create the size also for the simplicity so that you can understand. So basically from the here only I will say int size, because always why we need to calculate the nums dot size. So we can here only we can say simply nums dot length. So simply calculate for itself, and you can simply reuse the size inside here. So inside this for loop, what I am going to do is again with the help of the nested loop I am going to have some stuff. So I will explain. Wait. So you are going to initialize j with 0, and again you are going to say j less than size minus 1. Okay. After that you are going to say j plus plus. So up to here, is there an issue? I hope there is no issue here, because this is known as the nested loop. Okay. Inside this nested loop, what you are going to say is you are just going to compare all the stuff, and just that's it. So you are going to say nums of. So you are going to say nums of j. You are going to compare with nums of j plus 1. So if you see the first pass, in the first pass what we are doing, we are compare first as we should understand that. So 0 1 2, this is known as row, and this is known as column. So each column you need to compare. So that's the reason inside the second nested loop we are comparing each column. So inside second loop we are comparing 5 and 9. So we are comparing j with j plus 1, and we need to increment j. So compare j plus 1, increment j. So j plus 1, increment j. So this is the fashion that we need to follow here. So I hope this makes some sense. So don't forget that we are comparing j. So after comparing the j, just what you can say here is you can simply inside this after comparison you can have the swapping. Because if that j is the greater thing, the j is greater than just swap, you need to have swap. So what I will be going to say is in temp. So temp is equals to nums of j, and I will come down and I will say nums of j is equals to temp, or you can say is equals to nums of j plus 1. It's just simple normal swapping only. I am not doing any much more larger things. So you can simply say j plus 1 is equals to, just I am having a new variable called temp. Inside this new variable I am storing the nums of j here. Okay, I am just swapping here. So in the nums of j I am storing nums of j plus 1. Again in the nums of j plus 1 I am storing back this nums of j. So basically this is the swapping, just the swapping thing. Okay, I hope you know this swapping. So that's it, this is done. Now let us see what happens. So if you compile and run, you can see the array has been sorted. So 1 2 4 5 6 9. So this is the simple sorting that I can say.